Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4, the New Order, Last Days of Europe, with me, Alpha Omega, and the Empire of Japan. So I was poking around between episodes and found a couple of things that are interesting, so let's start with them. First of all, in the army reforms, we can now take the planned large-scale training exercise, which will give us 25 experience and increase the support from the army. So I'm going to take that one, and we can also plan a small military parade, which is gonna slightly increase military supervision policy effectiveness and give us 25 political power. So those two I really enjoy because they're boosting us significantly. Second, I was looking over the political reforms and the development programs, and there are two that are really interesting at this point. First one is building the administrative office in Kanagawa, which is a territory near Tokyo, I believe it's here. Yeah, it has 18.94 billion in GDP, so even that 1.5% is pretty good, and building an administrative office there is going to be good. Plus it helps with the administrative efficiency, which I kind of like. Second, I think, I was looking over it, and bringing the Shinkansens to Korea I think is a good idea. So we're gonna hold off for a little bit and then build the administrative office and bring the Shinkansen to Korea as choices. At this point anyway, we're doing the urban investment strategies and bringing the Shinkansen to Kyushu. So we are working on some things. Let's hope that this one will come, soon. Second thing, or actually that's the third thing that I found, is that somehow, somewhere, we have gained the ability to send volunteers to Republic of Catalonia. I don't know when that happened. I cannot send them anywhere else. I checked all of the other nations. None of those actually allow us to send them volunteers. It's just that one nation. I suspect one thing, and that's that these guys need to do something on their side to allow us joining them. Because even in the original one here in the foreign policy, it marks 3 nations that we could support. And there was a lot of talks about the Rif Republic as well, but we just can't send volunteers there. We can only to the Republic of Catalonia. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the first and second Kutei Haishidan. The third one is gonna be reassigned temporarily to the first IJ expeditionary force. What about you're independent? Yeah, but you're not involved in this. And I'm gonna send... Can I send an air wing? I'm gonna see. So you're gonna go and... Yep, we can send an air wing. Cool. So you go, guys. And we'll send these guys there. I was also looking at the invest in the technological progress and other focuses. This one is really good. I wonder what the access to higher education is going to give us. Now, next we're going to go with these 3. There's the rebuild the infrastructure, expanding the Shinkansen, which gives us a boost to GDP. And then there's the Rural Development Act. I'm hoping that these ones are going to help us somehow. Last but not least, we're going to finish these and then turn to the army. But there isn't a single other one that would help us with the GDP since we finish the Shinkansens. All the other ones just give, sometimes they give you some liquid reserve, sometimes they give you an event. So maybe something is hidden there, but none of them actually downright give us a GDP growth boost. So we must take the opportunity to use all of these, which leads me back to bringing the Shinkansen, because that one is at least a little bit of a boost. So with that said, let's unpause it. Our units are going to be sent to Republic of Catalonia, so we're going to use them there hopefully well. And I wanted to mention I'm happy with the 2.1 political power we're getting right now, which is really goddamn nice. This is the one that gives us the ability to send more volunteers. Basque Republic, Galician Republic, and Republic of Catalonia. Unfortunately, not much can be done in that regard. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. I mean, we have to see eventually. anyway. At foreign policy, I don't think any of these are actually good. You know, sending 500 infantry equipment for 50 political power is just, you know, insane. Supply the Rift Republic, that would be kind of cool, but, you know, they're done. Rift Republic finally realized that they have basically no army and they're getting just destroyed there. I wish I could help them. I would much rather help the Rift Republic than Catalonia, but, you know, it is what it is. And the fact that Germany is annexing all of these nations is not really making me happy, because that means they're gonna get just more. And the GDP growth is just insane. Poverty rate is insane as well, but... and their debt is also insane. But still, they do what they can. Okay, so I'll give you a border like this. And I'll send you... take this. And you can go. I'll leave you to it alone and happy, because there is a ton that can be done. But I don't think we'll face any major opposition here, honestly. Okay, the 1970s nuclear cruiser reactor is done. I believe that was our cue to actually upgrade the Typhoon class cruiser, wasn't it? Yep. Okay, so the max speed is going to significantly increase. Heavy attack and heavy piercing is also going to increase, and anti-air. That is pretty good. So we'll call this 1970s refit. No, Typhoon class. Class refit. No, come on. And I don't have 18 Navy experience. Really? Well, okay then. We just have to, I mean, we'll do it in time, so it's not an issue. And niveau État François is next. That's the war for you guys. We'll just eliminate these folks. That should be easy enough. Yep. And don't have any equipment, I believe. Go. We're taking Zaragoza. Easy enough. Can destroy these guys. France demand territorial restoration. As tanks roll through the streets of North Paris, Germany has announced that it has secured control over the former Ordenstaat Burgund and successfully eliminated Heinrich Himmler, the rebellious SS legions, and the nascent French resistance. They have declared that day one of liberation and stated that their intent to rebuild and restore the territory. The French state, which did not intervene during the conflict, has also officially demanded that Germany immediately return rightful French territory, though it was unclear what leverage they have to enforce this. There has so far been no response from Germany, though some sources have indicated that German and French negotiators have made contact. It remains unknown how these discussions will proceed. Well, we'll see. Things are definitely turning a bit different from what we saw during our playthrough. Okay, so let us think about the next battle tank. The improved heavy tank chassis. With the looming threat of nuclear war, heavy tanks were upgraded with nuclear-resistant interiors to operate even in irradiated environment. Despite their obsolescence, these platforms still remain viable for large industrial powers. Okay. So you guys are moving, right? Yep, you are. Not at war with the neighboring Basque Republic. Interesting. I wonder if they're gonna join us. Join us to enjoy the power. Castellón de la Plana. I mean, you can go directed towards Madrid. I don't think there is any need to do stuff like this. You take Valencia, Cuenca, Madrid, Segovia. Oh! Okay, so here's the Germans. Hicks und Leones. Okay, so you chill. This is a little bit rough. Oh! Surprisingly, Germany returns French territories. Celebrations have broken out across the French state and the former Ordensstaat as France announced that Germany has agreed to return all rightful French lands to their possession. The French government has planned to hold a nationwide celebration from Paris, as well as promising to fully restore, rebuild, and heal what was destroyed under the Himmler's reign. In a less-covered announcement, Germany also released a statement confirming that France would officially rejoin the Einheitspact. Okay, so that's the payment for it. Gotcha. Regional Einheitspact, which many are speculating was the price Germany demanded for returning French lands. While the newfound alignment between France and Germany has come as a surprise to some experts, few in France appear to care about the geopolitical implications, and the nation has been restored, and for that they celebrate. Oh, I mean, what has been left of it anyway. Okay, take Guadalajara first. You need to build a land bridge here. Okay. So, Republic of Catalonia, I guess, as a truce? Longest Spain. Okay, well, whatever happened, I think we have one for them. A toast to innovation. Huh. That was weird, but okay, we did something. So we invested in technological progress, now let's rebuild the infrastructure. Japan's infrastructure has suffered severely from corruption and neglect under previous administration. To both fuel economic growth and show our commitment to better governance, we should restore the public works projects that have fallen into disrepair over the last few years and even expanded. We're gonna get an infrastructure construction speed plus 10%. We're gonna get a lot of GDP growth in Nagano, Taicho, and Toyama. And administrative efficiency will improve and poverty rate will slowly improve, and we get public approval increase of 2.5%. A toast to innovation. I'm not part of anything, but I guess we made them independent. Saturday night was always a pleasant occasion for the boys at the Tokyo Institute of Technology's radio department. After a hard week of work in a lab, they could finally relax and talk about something other than their work for more than a few minutes. It also meant they could have a drink or two. 12 scientists headed out to enjoy the night, and found themselves at a large corner table they usually occupied in their favorite bar. Before the mood became too jovial and a few of them a bit too tipsy to hold a complex conversation, one of their number spoke up. "I'd just like to say a few words before we begin drinking." "Oh, come on, Horiyuchi, can't we start and then you can talk?" "Let him speak, Okita. I think we all want to hear him speak." As the group's unofficial leader, Yoneda's defense of Horiyuchi was met with immediate agreement. Okita even apologized for his over-eagerness. "Thanks, Yoneda. I'd just like to say that we've been really lucky this past week. Funding has been tight for mobile communication across the country. A few projects even got shut down in Osaka from what I've heard. So that grant we got really saved our backsides. A murmur of approval emitted from the scientists as well as the few chuckles. Horiuchi was not one to usually use a word like backside. It's good to know someone cares about what we are trying to do in the lab. I mean, everyone will eventually thank us when the radios and phones shrink a few sizes, but someone has to have faith in us now as well. Let's all raise a toast to the future, the innovation to help, to the help we're getting, and most of all to us. To the future, to innovation, to the help we're getting, and to us, they all repeated. After the hearty first drink, the scientists enjoyed a long night of laughter and joy. A good time for the bright minds. So research facilities, societal development will slowly improve. Good. And I think they were already... Yeah, it's not bad, 4.61. It would be great to get advanced research facilities, I would love that. Issue is, it's not as easy as it might seem. So 1970s sonar. We are working on the destroyer, so let's get the depth charges as well for it. That way we have everything in place. Okay, inflation tanked, so real GDP growth is now 6.3%, and the deficit is less than 0.5%, so that is pretty good. Can't send you anywhere. There is no reason to involve ourselves in the proxy war. Did it even disappear? No, it didn't. Okay. Nope. Nobody will accept us. Either way, we're done with that. It was fun while it lasted. Okay, so I do have a certain amount of power now. So would it be worth risking it on overpassing the bill? I actually forgot about that one. So we can check that, but I would really like to do the Shinkansen ones. Do we have the ability here? Yep, use the public. We could even use the support here. So let's wait a little bit, and once we have 150 we can try it. The uncomfortable encroachment. From sources both in the media and state security, there has been a recent increase in anti-Japanese messages from members of the Delhi government ruling party and in official campaigning, accusing the Calcutta government for radicalism and treason for committing itself a military alliance with Tokyo. Many in Delhi and across the subcontinent have been persuaded by rhetoric that East India must be confronted by means of words and war sooner rather than later. To little surprise, this has raised many eyebrows in Japan, as many wonder if violent conflict is brewing on the horizon. However, and rather unsurprisingly, the Reich seems to be encouraging the Delhi government, beating the drums of war to push Japanese influence out of Bengal. Whilst it is predictable that Japan's primary adversaries are backing a hostile regime, the diplomatic consequences of the heightened confrontation ring alarm bells behind closed doors. This has come in a series of heightened tensions between Germania and Tokyo, as Führer Bormann presses for greater influence in the peripheries beyond immediate German military presence. The Japanese keep watch over Bengal, awaiting further measures taken by Delhi in the coming weeks and months, anticipating the moment where they may have to draw the line in the sand. So anti-Japanese rhetoric increases our opinion of Republic of India by 40. And also of Germany. Okay, so now we have 150. So let's bring the Shinkansens to Korea and see what that made for us. Okay, so we are just slightly low, and this made it all well. Good. So we're back in line, and we're doing the second decision here. So you can see that it's gonna boost our GDP by 0.3 altogether, and we're gonna get a big boost in the flat GDP rate. Currently the GDP is at 6.37%, so hopefully that's gonna be okay. Building the infrastructure. Probably... Okay, let's build a new administrative office as well. Hopefully that wasn't the... No, it wasn't the nail in the coffin, but we have one extra man over the reformists. And let's check the bill here. So we have 59 out of 50, honestly that's fine. So what do? So you replace public with subsidized hire. Okay, so daily political power gain is lowered. Stability and research speed is increased by 5%. Taxable population is increased by 2%. Okay, that's good. Poverty monthly change is increased by 0.02. Academic base monthly change and research facilities monthly change both increased by 0.25 flat. And industrial expertise, academic base, and research facilities, society developments will increase. But the policy cost per capita increases by 78%. I wonder how much that's gonna be. $5.5 billion. Okay, so we finished the advanced anti-air. Now let's get the 50s anti-tank radar guides. That's gonna help our infantry units that are hauling around quite a lot of anti-air. With conventional guns, it is almost impossible to take down jets. However, the introduction of radar guiding will allow for bullets to land even with a ton of inaccuracy. So we can start producing the modern anti-air instead, and I'm gonna take some factories from you. You deserve them, you deserve them. We need you. How are you doing on the transport and attack heavies? You can take 2 from the attack heavies, I think. Okay, that means we have, what, 6 extra factories. So I'm gonna be producing 2.52 per day. Gonna increase it to about 7 per day. It's reasonable. How reasonable. I bet you guys are gonna be one of the first ones to get these. Wait, you don't have the entire equipment? Huh. The Ancash earthquake. Oh, 3 military. Oh, okay, one more then. The Ancash earthquake. Disaster has struck today in the form of an earthquake just off the coast of Ancash, Peru. A 7.9 on the Richter scale, the earthquake devastated the interior regions of the area. In the historical town of Yungay, high up in the midst of the Andes, a tragedy happened as a massive landslide triggered in the nearby peaks, causing the entire town and its over 20,000 inhabitants to be wiped off the face of the earth within instants. Most of the survivors were children who were in high ground visiting nearby circles. This is the worst natural disaster in Peruvian history, with a combined number of casualties around 70,000, plus several 100,000 injured or otherwise affected. With the destruction of the road infrastructure and the absolute magnitude of the disaster, the authorities are having a difficult time providing rescue and relief. And the following is Spain has defeated the Asturian Workers' Battalion. Okay, and we finished the rebuild infrastructure. So GDP jumped up. Let's expand the Shinkansen. The Shinkansen bullet train is a marvel of Japanese engineering, building new lines will create jobs, lower poverty, and bring Japan cities into closer contact, which is sure to boost the economy. As such, it should be a priority to expand the current system to Sendai in the north. This is sure to synergize well with any investment made in the region. Okay. Bill passes in the diet. Okay. So that's great. Marching forward. Relations with the reformists increased. To the students of Tokyo University, I am proud to see how you have all developed into among the most educated and intelligent of your generation. Regardless of your discipline of study, be proud of your achievements and await your future achievements with rigor. Me, as well as your professors and all of Japan, are appreciative of your hard work and skill. Among the distinguished guests in attendance for today is Sato Eisaku, Minister of Finance, and Prime Minister Ikeda Masanosuke. The students watched as Sato climbed up to the podium, his bushy eyebrows catching the eyes of some of the more immature graduates. He went on to congratulate the students of Tokyo University for their work, extolling them as the pedigree for all Japanese young men and women, and wished them the best of luck in their endeavors, encouraging the students to bring the lessons of their university to wherever they went in their lives or whoever they meet. In turn, he promised he would work to allocate further money for students so that all Japanese children could grow to be like them. The applause from the grounds echoed through the university halls and fields. We get 5% extra in relations with the reformists, and we still have 261 MPs. We could pass another bill easily. So why not do that? Exactly that. The real deficit is not as bad. We finished the destroyer. We get a helicopter. Yes. So the transport heavy compared to the one before has more defense, more soft attack, more breakthrough, more hard attack, more piercing. So let's get that bad boy on the ground. Oh. Still, the euro deficit has increased by it's about 0.25% to 2.45 billion. Don't like that. Don't like having debts like these. Okay, let's get a military parade. And you as well. Urban investment strategies. Taihoku. Where is Taihoku? One is not that good. Okay, advanced APC chassis. That is important. Okay, let's research this one. And we have the advanced APC chassis here. We'll have to... No, we had a lot of these slots before as well. So I have to manually design it. Let's leave that for the next episode. I don't want to get too mired in it today. But we're gonna get a certain amount of benefits, so don't you worry. Okay, you finished drilling, and our carriers. Nope, they're no longer drilling. Okay, so you can go back to the port and we will decide what to do with you afterwards. Again, in the next episode. Got a couple of extra production units. The road is so fractured. That's just not good.